Brainstorming and sharing ideas is the funnest part of the creative process. We decided to skip the boring part of actually making stuff and just do the fun part. I'm your host, Tom Walma.
And I'm Dustin Cole.
Casey Curran.
And I'm Darius Walker.
And this is Creativity Wasted. What? One for Tinder? Is that what you said?
That's an idea. A dating app like Tinder, but in Pokemon Go. Like, you actually have to, like, go find, like, they show up on the map and you go find these people and you have to go.
That sounds fucking dangerous.
You got to go find these people.
Here's this woman random man. Go find her.
Find her.
They're all yours.
They're all rated from like
that is an app that would just be designed to tell women to just run, but run because they're coming after you.
How about this, though? So I guess we're transitioning into a totally different idea for Dustin. How about this? So it's a dating app like Pokemon Go for Tinder, but it's for people who care a lot about physical fitness specifically. And so the augmented reality tasks that you have to go through involve like tests of physical fitness. So if you don't pass the test, you never meet up for the date. So you're like climbing mountains or squeezing through a tight squeeze where fat people wouldn't fit through, or it's just made
one
up.
of the challenges is just step on a scale. Just.
But like the men and the women maybe are doing different challenges, and then they end up meeting in a public space. So it's not like stalkery.
There are those real life, like whenever I've seen like a real life online Tinder challenge or something, they're always weird and fucked up. Like a person's like, "Oh, I invited 100 of my Tinder matches to come see who's the like." I've seen this in practice. It's creepy and weird and bad, and like I don't know that we should encourage that. It's
but
like,
effective.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't. There's not a follow up to like, "Oh, are you in a happy, functional relationship now?"
Good point.
Like, how would you feel like if you showed up and you're like, okay, but like, there were 99 other options that you could have gone with. You're just casting a wide net, and I happen to be there. Like, that's.
Dang it! That's a good point.
And like the thing, like the first question that it was a girl that found 100 guys that the one that I'm thinking of that I found, and the guys no idea this is happening. They think they're showing up for a one-on-one date, and so half the field just leaves immediately because it's not what they thought was going on. Someone's like, "Oh, do you want to meet up for coffee?" And then like, "Oh, I'm meeting you for coffee," and 98 other dudes. Like, I don't know. Like, and if that situation was flipped and reversed where there's one dude with 100 women, I think that's not going well either. I think most of them are leaving right off the bat because it's bad to lie to somebody to get them to show up somewhere for a thing and then deceive them.
Yeah.
I guess the lying is bad, and then mine, I guess the problem is bad is that you're both enduring these physical tests, and if one of you don't pass, then the other one is just sitting around waiting for someone who never shows up. But so maybe it's like, okay, Planet Fitness or some obstacle course gym thing, like before you even swipe, you have a score on that, and that's just part of your profile. So it's like more data that you can't lie about because there's an external party who's validating your level of fitness or something.
I like this.
I can see that being very exclusive. Yeah, like it's a.
I can see that being real interesting to like a real niche community.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like, what if they're like, all right, well, if we're going by physical attributes, I don't know if we want to get into, but like, it could very easily go into eugenics a little bit. Like, just like, oh, I'm crossing off my least favorite physical characteristics of a person. We're getting into some dicey territory with this idea, I think.
Well, I would argue that physical fitness is a little less eugenic than like race or
I mean,
height.
you're eliminating the handicap people right off the bat if you're doing the physical fitness thing. All right, anybody in a wheelchair, you're fucked. Like,
yeah, but I mean, there's so many dating apps out there though that are exclusive. Like that. Obviously,
true.
like Christian Mingle and for the
exclusive.
I think I'm trying to be wet blanket guy. I'm trying to see the holes in these ideas. Yours is eugenics.
I think the most exclusive dating app that does exist is probably the League. The League is the one where you go on, you have to apply, and then you wait to hear back in 3 to 5 business days if you're allowed to be a part of it.
Is that based on money? One of them where you gotta show your money.
Money, you have to put like net worth, what you do, things and associations you are part of. Basically a very hardball club to get into. It's like another level of being a part of the country club almost.
Are you in it? You know of it?
Heard of it.
I'm anti-dating now, and anti-dating apps. I'm pretty good at people. Okay, I do well.
Okay. What was I
going to say? Humble brag there.
No.
There's the kind of guy that invite 100 women up to a Tinder meetup in real life. Hey, let's meet for coffee. Just 100 of you.
No.
He just does it on 10-minute intervals instead of all at once. No.
Check in.
I guess that might whittle it down right to one person though. Like if you invite 100 people out and like one of them literally hangs around while all the other ones leave, I guess that you got what you're looking for, I suppose.
No.
Yeah, you got somebody who's okay with being lied to, though.
Yeah.
Do you want to be on a dating competition show, but without the fame?
Without any consent. Yeah, that person has real respect for your consent. If you're getting into that relationship, they're totally on board with telling you what's going on.
Yeah, that's a scary pool to jump into.
Do you want to endure lots and lots of challenges and then meet a person you've never met and you might find out in 20 seconds you're incompatible? That's how you want to spend your day.
One way to go.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the physical fitness thing. If your whole social life revolves around mountain climbing or hiking or something, excluding people who are in a wheelchair doesn't seem immoral to me.
No, but I think you can just do that with regular dating apps too.
Yeah, put your likes and your interests on there.
Without making it systemic, without making a whole app for it. You can just make that personal decision and not.
That's true, but I mean, there's sometimes people who can hide the fact that they are not able-bodied fully. I've seen it in 2 different ways where it was like brought out in front of me on an app before, and also when I used to work as a home health aide, the gentleman was a quadriplegic, and he hid that. And so the women would come to the door, I'd open the door, and they'd be like, "You're not him." And then I'm like, "No, he's back here. Follow me." And then they're like, "Whoa!" And then you're hit with this moral dilemma: like, do I stay because I feel bad, or one, like you said, I was just lied to already.
Yeah, like you definitely shouldn't. Well, just don't lie, people.
Quadriplegic. That's like an insane level of lying. That's like I can't even go to the bathroom myself. Yeah, that's insane. That's like next level lying.
I also had a physical fitness idea. I don't know if we want to move on from this or if we want to use that as a transition.
Are you done with your ideas, Dustin? Both of them?
I think so. Yeah, like it mutated from Mario into 100 dudes meeting a woman in a cafe.
Yeah. I don't know how that's
so dangerous.
But I think okay, go ahead.
Mario invites 100 Princess Peaches.
Any shows or podcasts or things you want to plug?
Next week, I'm in Cadillac, Michigan, at a venue called the Truck Stop. And then the following weekend, I'm in Youngstown, Ohio, at Club 31 with Chris Kattan on Friday and Saturday night. That'd be the February 24th and 25th.
So yeah, I will be at Dr. Gran's open mic. The headliner for that day is Ian Lara. He's a pretty cool guy. So that's going to start at 8:00 on February 16th. And then February 18th, I'll be at the VFW Post 3195. I'll be featuring at 8:30 in Norton Shores.
I'm featuring on the 23rd and the 24th. The 23rd, I'm at Journeyman Distillery in Three Oaks. And the 24th, I'm at Rupert's Up and Under in Kalamazoo. It's about a 90-second walk or so from my apartment. So that's pretty sick. And then otherwise, outside of that, I've sort of got a podcast I've started. Haven't actually released the first episode yet, but it's Dead Dog Cinema, talking about people's favorite movie with a dog in it and categorizing whether or not the dog dies at the end.
I'm doing Mead Me at Valhalla on Thursday, March 9th. I have a Twitch channel that I'm trying to promote called Gaming McFitness, where I exercise using video game controllers built into fitness machines.
This has been a production of Planet Amp Podcast, powered by Pinecast.